So where did the drink go? I thought it was right there. Right, one syrup. What am I gonna do with that? I got Waffle House.
We take care of a lot of things at
I
Tires
figure
Plus,
if I eat something
like brakes,
good.
alignments, and oil changes. But before we do anything with your vehicle, we take
She only
care of
gave me
you
one
first
syrup,
with expert
fucking
advice
bitch.
on what's really going on with your car.
Like,
It's totally
what can I
fine
do with one
at
syrup?
Tires Plus.
Oh, dish soap is on sale. We need it.
Like, it's already gone.
What's in there?
Like, I was trying to not order DoorDash so I can spend less. I still spent $17.
Coming up, you did this in your mother's house.
Right.
Maybe she failed you. I love your mother, but she didn't raise you right.
You tried to
Like,
tell me that.
still.
No, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims
And I got
Unit.
cheese in my eggs.
These are their stories.
Because I don't have an image to uphold, it'll be in a lot of motherfuckers' best interest to just not speak on me, because we all know when I put shit on the forefront, I put everybody's business out there, including mine. In all honesty, since I left off Southern Campus, I have not spoken on this situation since. But since women my mother's age would like to antagonize me about a situation that happened damn near 5 years ago, let's just speak on it. And since everything I'm gonna say is a fact, I'm using real names. When I first started my freshman year on campus, I was literally in a transitional stage for me, or so I thought. I felt like I had been living my life for everybody around me for so many years that I was consumed with everybody else's personality. So this was my fresh start. Like, I could go out here and be
Hey.
myself and nobody.
If you're easily scared, don't watch this at night. Personal spooky story time, and we're gonna call this one That Wasn't My Brother. When I was about 18 years old, I had gone out, and I had a very strict dad growing up. If you're Mexican or Hispanic, you know, my curfew was at midnight. Thankfully, my sister would cover for me, and she would hide pajamas in the restroom. That way, if I got home late, I would go straight to the restroom, I would change, and if he caught me coming home late, I was already in my pajamas, and I'd be like, what do you mean I was in the restroom? So this specific night, I get home past my curfew, I go straight to the restroom, I use the restroom, wash my face, brush my teeth, put on my pajamas. The way that our house is set up is a long hallway, restroom, my bedroom, my brother's bedroom. But as you're walking to the bedrooms, the living room is right here. So as I'm walking to my bedroom, the house is dark as hell. Our front door has glass and the porch light kind of gleams in. So I'm walking to my bedroom and I happen to look in the living room, right in front of our front door, I see a little boy. And he's standing there. But what's crazy is the way that he's standing in this perfect spot,
The
the
All-Star.
light cuts off right here. So I can see from here down, but I can't see his face. His face is literally black. Like, I can't see any features. I can't see nothing. I'm not exactly sure what he's wearing, but it looks like overalls or something like that. My first instinct isn't, oh my god, that's a ghost. My instinct is, what the hell is my brother doing awake right now? So I stand there, and I'm calling for my brother. I'm literally like, Eric. My brother's name is Eric. So I'm whispering and I'm like, Eric. Trying to make sure that my parents don't hear me because it's about 3 a.m. and my brother is just standing there. And I'm like, Eric. Nothing. No movement. Nothing. So I'm literally standing there for what feels like forever, waiting for my brother to cut his shit out and fucking go lay down because I'm about to get my ass kicked. And he's just standing there. So now my wheels are turning and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And when I tell you this is the most I've ever been scared, like I was shook, I was shitting myself. I decide, okay, I'm gonna go to my brother's room. Turn on my flashlight. I'm looking and my brother is asleep in his room. I was so scared. I didn't even go back to my room. Like I was freaking out. I've talked about my mom's house being haunted before. What's crazy is that it's inexplainable because my dad built their house. I'd understand if it was like an older house or something like that, but it was a new house. Like, I have not done any research on the land, if there used to be something there, if something happened there. I have not done any research, but I have seen and heard so many things inside that house. It is fucking haunted. It wasn't a mimic because now that I think about it, this little boy was definitely younger than my brother, and we've seen him many times. He loves to play peekaboo. We have 2 living rooms in my parents' house, and my mom was always in the smaller living room in her recliner, and a wall separates both living rooms with a half moon, and she says that she'd be there in the morning, and this is the wall,
With the half
and she
moon.
could see the little boy, like, peeking. And when my mom would go and look, he'd kind of like, or if this is the wall, he kind of like, you know? But at least it's a friendly ghost. If you guys have any spooky stories that you'd like to share with me, please send them via DM or email, and I'd love to read them. And I will see you guys in the next spooky story. Bye!
It's a 100% true story
I'm sleepy.
that happened to a woman in Madison, Wisconsin. Now, there was this woman named Sherry who moved into this house with her 2 children in Madison, Wisconsin. Now, she said, at the time she didn't believe in anything supernatural. She really thought that was a bunch of nonsense. But she said, right away when they moved in, she would notice, out of the corner of her eye, sometimes shadows moving across the walls.
Why,
she
thank
would
you.
hear strange noises that she couldn't explain. But she said for the most part, it was just a
So
normal
cool.
house. One night, she's upstairs in her bedroom, and she's folding laundry. She hears talking coming from her son's room. So she makes her way over to his room. The door's
I
closed.
think I'm gonna end up taking a nap.
And she hears her son having a full-on conversation with someone. And she's like, who is he talking to,
I might
at
as well
12:30 at night?